Hi, welcome again to the TMC Newsroom. I'm Erik Linask, here with TMC President Rich Tehrani. Hi again, Rich.
Hello.
We recently talked a little bit about this various ways President-elect Obama's campaign used modern technology to advance his campaign and ultimately then win the election. Now it looks like to some extent his use of technology or his publicity of his use sort of come back to maybe harm him a little bit with Verizon and his cell phone records.
Well, similar to what happened with Paris Hilton with her T-Mobile sidekick getting hacked. Let's say, was that maybe 2 years ago, something like that? We were actually at Internet Telephony Conference and Expo when it happened, and it was in, as I recall, Miami. So it was probably 2.5 years ago, something like that, 3 years ago. The records of President-elect Obama also now got hacked, but just the records, not his photos and voicemails and things like that. It seems that just who he called and received calls from was hacked.
So, yes, in this case, it's our president-elect, so there's an awful lot of publicity around what's happened. But this certainly raises some privacy issues for subscribers with their carriers, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Well, on the one hand, for Verizon, it's really good news to show that the president has been using Verizon service, Verizon wireless service, for the last few years, apparently. That's the good side of this story. The bad side of this story is a Verizon wireless employee hacked into the records, apparently only, again, got the phone records and nothing else, and that employee has subsequently been fired. But it does, it poses a challenge for society as a whole, the government, worldwide governments, because it just shows that if somebody wants information badly enough, they can get it in the electronic age. I mean, in the old days, before we had the internet and before we had interconnected computer systems, you physically had to go somewhere to get the records, and maybe dig through the garbage or somehow infiltrate an office or a file cabinet. But now you really can do all sorts of things, such as, I mean, maybe hire an employee within a phone company to steal data. So in my opinion, the laws need to become much, much stiffer for this sort of activity.
Stiffer laws to support the kind of inherent trust that we as subscribers have to have in our providers.
Agreed, and it's not just phone companies. I think phone companies are just the tip of the iceberg. Every electronic commerce transaction that we make online should be protected. We don't want that information out into the public either, right? We have to be able to rely on every company that we work with or deal with, not only electronically but also in stores, to protect our privacy, because in today's day and age, it becomes so easy for software and data warehousing and analytics to track every move we make, from, if you think about it, GPS on cell phone records to credit card receipts. Couple that with airline tickets purchased and hotel stays. There's a scary amount of information available about all of us online if the right people know how to hack into the right databases.
Well, as Rich just said, there's an awful lot that can happen and an awful lot of privacy concerns that we all need to be aware of. And yes, this is perhaps the most high-profile case that we've seen, but it's just another reminder that we all need to be very, very careful with our own personal information, and hopefully our providers and our carriers will do the same. We've been talking with TMC President Rich Tehrani. I'm Erik Linask in the TMC Newsroom.